I need to say this plainly. What we are watching on social media, in online culture, and across popular platforms every day is not empowerment. It's not freedom. It's not even confidence. It is public glorification of disorder, sexual chaos, and rebellion. And it is damaging women, misleading men, and confusing the next generation. And I refuse to stay silent about it.
What's good? You done clicked on the video, so I'm already knowing you with the vibes. As you come in, hit that like button and that subscribe button. Today, we got somebody grandma, we got somebody auntie telling y'all how she feel. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to Family Still Matters. I'm Deborah. Today's message has one purpose: to expose destructive cultural patterns, to call women back to responsibility, and to warn men before they attach their lives to chaos. This is where the problem begins. Refinement has been replaced with exaggeration, and I'm going to give you a small example. There used to be a time when you wanted to refine the fact that your lashes were thin, and you would have someone to come and do it properly and insert just a few lashes to fill yours out. Now we have people just plucking on thick lashes that look like horse lashes on their eyes.
Niggas fucking suck. Like, oh my God, you telling me the nigga I wanna fuck, the nigga I wanna fuck with, the nigga I want, I have to sit up here and wait to get what the fuck I want, but I can give you pussy off rip. When it's somewhere, a ugly ass nigga that I don't wanna fuck, don't even wanna be around or any of that wanna sit up here and give me the world off fucking rip. A nigga I ain't got no interest in or none of that, wanna sit up here and give me what the fuck I want off rip. And then here it is, a nigga I want that don't wanna give me a fuck thing but some dick.
And that's such an exaggeration. And they want to make you think it's refinement. No. That refinement where you once put a few lashes in there to enhance your own has now become complete exaggeration. Then we have enhancement has turned into masking. Makeup was once used by women to enhance the beauty you already have, not to mask it by putting so much makeup on that a person doesn't even know the shape or the structure of your nose, your lips, or even your skin color.
If you want to know how I go from looking like this to looking like this or looking like this without any makeup on, this video is how to look pretty with no makeup on.
And then femininity has turned into performance. Women are just performing just to get the man gripped. And then once you get him, I'm not submitting, I'm not doing this. Okay? When appearance interferes with your hygiene, function, and order, that is not beauty. It is disorder on display. And what I'm speaking about is, it's nothing wrong with having a manicure, having your nails long if you want them, wearing acrylics. But my question, and I often wonder, because I know when I used to wear them, they were cumbersome. I would have to put on gloves in order to cook, because it's no way in the world I'm going to be preparing food for my family or cleaning up, and you got crud that even if you clean up under them, it's still unsanitary.
Okay, real fast for the fellas. Keep your hygiene on point. One thing that a woman pays attention to is a man's nails. Look, I don't know if y'all can see mine's too good. You see that? They low cut, but they clean. Listen, keep your nails clean. Don't no woman want you touching on them or using your hands affectionately on them like that if your hands is dirty. If your nails is dirty. What type of woman want that inside her? That's nasty. And if she allow it and your hands is dirty, what I say a lot too. And at the same time, you shouldn't even want to touch your woman affectionately like that with dirty hands. You feel me? But yeah, they pay attention to that. Y'all keep yourself clean.
So I'm wondering, how many of you are really, as you know, are you clean? Are you keeping your body clean? Are you keeping under those nails clean? If they're so long that you can't keep them clean and prevent from transferring bacteria and germs from place to place, because we know we have to do some things hygienically. And if you're doing that without wearing gloves, because if you're doing that and you got real long acrylic nails and you're not wearing gloves, disposable gloves, every time you take yourself to the bathroom, you need to do that. Because there's a cost and the consequences if you want to wear those long nails and still be considered hygienically clean and able to function.
This is actually a great question. Say this is my toilet paper when I wipe. I am using this part of my nails, this part of my fingers right here. When I shower, I have exfoliating gloves or an African net scrub, and I have a nail scrubber to clean under them when I do.
And as I said, when your appearance interferes with your hygiene, function, and order, it is no longer beauty. It is disorder on display. Makeup was meant to enhance, not disguise. I have seen women who look totally different when they wash all that makeup off.
If you don't like me, that's fine. But, you know, watch your mouth.
And the man doesn't even know what you look like, really. So what I'm talking about is the importance that presentation was meant to reflect self-respect. It was meant to reflect your enhancement in beauty, not to confuse a person. And now we got so much disorder. And it's a warning. It's a warning sign. And here's what is being celebrated now. You got women bragging about how many men they've had sex with in a day.
If you could, how many guys do you think you could get with in one day?
Come on. Whoa. Like four? That's light work.
Oh, that's light work.
That's light.
Okay, my fault.
Wow. I was like up in the 20s.
Okay, we going for Olympics. Okay.
Easily 20 is light. That's
light?
That's light.
So you think like if you just walked up on a random dude like, hey, you want to hook up? He say yes?
Most definitely. Yeah.
And those are not only women only. We got women thinking it's important to brag about high body counts.
Yeah, we living in some different times right now, y'all. Listen, me growing up, that young lady, that young woman used to brag about being a virgin. That used to be like a badge of honor, you hear me? I think this gonna tell my age. I don't know if some of y'all from the same era, but we probably the same age. Put it in the comment if y'all came up in that era. Just be like, yeah, that's my era, where a woman used to brag about being a virgin.
To mock modesty to the point that they got everything out. To frame marriage as slavery and prostitution. I heard somebody say that being married is you nothing but a unpaid prostitute.
You know that even marriage is a form of prostitution. You pay a bride price. You pay for the pussy for life.
To see somebody frame marriage in such a derogatory manner. And then if you submit, you're considered weak and stupid. And if you choose to be faithful, they dismiss you as being, that's out of date. And they consider this celebration of liberation from what?
The white woman's liberation movement, we don't have anything to do with that. We have not been under the control of the black man for over 500 years, so what do we have to get liberated from them from? They haven't been our boss. That's the white woman and her man. They're going through that, and that's their business. We don't have any business being in that. They only introduced it to break down the civil rights movement.
This is not liberation. This is wounded women redefining standards to justify pain. and then recruiting other women into that same confusion. Pain does not qualify someone to give guidance. Mothers, this part is non-negotiable. Your daughter does not learn womanhood from the internet first. She learns it from you.
I'm going to say something that needs to be said. And a lot of people not going to like me for what I'm about to say, but this should have been said. Okay? She failed. Okay? That little girl, her, you, if it is you, she failed. Mama failed. Okay, y'all want to talk about why she's a 304, why she's acting out, why she running around with no clothes on, why she acting like a wild child with no home training, and then y'all want to be like, oh, it's because she didn't have no father in her life, she didn't have no male figure in her life, she didn't have a man to guide her, so we're just going to overlook the parent whose possession that she's in, that's supposed to be raising her, teaching her, giving her understanding, investing in her. Listen, why am I not surprised? The lack of accountability. Mama didn't take accountability, so of course the child, the daughter, is not going to take accountability.
What you normalize becomes familiar for her. What you glamorize becomes desirable for her. What you excuse becomes acceptable to her. If chaos is modeled, chaos will be repeated. If disrespect is performed, disrespect is learned. You do not get to separate your personal behavior from your parental impact.
It's crazy, but I'ma admit it. As a man, we supposed to be the head. We supposed to be the leader. We supposed to be the foundation. That dominant figure in the family. That's us. But it can get relinquished so fast. When it comes to a woman, if she don't respect her man and this younger influence involved within that dynamic or within that family, man, that's like throwing a brick through the window. That's like throwing a nail through the tire if she don't respect that man. Because then it's like they look up to that dynamic and it's like, at that point, who really in control of this?
Look at what's happening. All you got to do is look around. People are living one thing, putting on these public faces, and they're in the private lives. It's a mess. And this part is to men. I'm giving you a few red flags that you should not ignore. Men, I'm speaking to you now. Stop confusing attraction with your alignment with the woman.
Alignment feels like work. Alignment feels like intention. Anytime you're intentional, you gotta work at it. It doesn't come easy. But attraction feels like comfortable, right? So when I'm attracted to you, like this is what I like, I'm comfortable with this, I'm content with this. But alignment, I know that I might have to work for this. You might have to give a little to take a little. You might not get everything you want. That's alignment though. Attraction is like, everything is perfect. Oh my God. And I think what's going on is we get with people where we're too attracted to and not aligned with. You know what I'm saying? Like we're attracted to this person, so we get with them and now we fussing all a year later because we don't know each other. When you align with somebody, that ain't gonna happen. Alignment ain't comfortable like attraction is.
I feel like alignment also challenges you. It could be work, it could be career, it could be, but alignment challenges you to look at yourself. But to be aligned, it's like, that means you're moving at the pace of something else or someone else.
You know what attraction is? The devil. The devil puts you in places to make it feel comfortable. Like a lot of people think the devil show up when you know it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be like some mean person and like they evil. Nah, my nigga. People get addicted to drugs because it feel good. It ain't good for you. You know what I'm saying? The devil show up in places where it feels comfortable. It's like, yo, I like this. This is for me. It ain't for you. You get what I'm trying to say? And I think that's what happens when these relationships that we building, we not really looking to be aligned with somebody. We looking to be comfortable.
Before you invite a woman into your life, your home, or your future, pay attention to these non-negotiable warning signs. If that woman has chronic disorder, and when I'm talking about her car is nasty, her house is nasty, her personal space is unclean, and she has questionable hygiene.
Listen, if a woman invites you over and her house dirty than a motherfucker, that's most likely how she keep her body too. She probably don't brush her teeth much, probably don't wash her ass much, and she probably bend over and give you some funky ass back shot wins, so get the fuck out of there.
If she has no discipline, no routine, and no structure, warning sign.
You cannot be dating nobody that doesn't have discipline, because if they don't have discipline, how are they gonna be able to commit to you? How are they gonna be able to commit to you? How? If they don't have discipline with their own life, with their own day-to-day things that they do, their own day-to-day habits, if they're not waking up and living with purpose, why are you dating them?
If she's openly hostile toward marriage, family,
woman who keeps these men in the box of villain. Even if the man is working hard to overcome and he's doing better and he's listening to you and you see that he's changing, you still want to keep him in the villain box as a way to vindicate yourself, as a way to justify your behavior and the way that you react and respond to him to make yourself feel better. Keeping that man in that villain box while you stay in the victim box is only hurting your relationships, especially your marriages.
If she is obsessed with attention, validation, and your pocket.
Avoid attention-seeking women at all costs. I'm talking about them women that are addicted to validation. They need somebody watching them at all times. Always posting thirst traps, always fishing for compliments, always dressing in a way that's gonna get eyes on them. They even entertain other dudes and call it being friendly. Nah, she ain't friendly, bro. She just an attention whore. Women like that will drain you slow. You and I both know that attention is a drug. And right now, your girl is getting high as hell.
If she is sexually open without emotional maturity.
How you feel about sex on the first night?
Sex on the first night is great. It means that connection was so pure and like it was so like meant to be, and like it actually means that like everything that you've been going through is absolutely okay.
So why aren't you with any of the guys you slept with on the first night?
What are you trying to say?
And if she is constantly playing the victim with no accountability, chaos does not become peace through commitment. It multiplies.
You know, when I look back at some of the people I crossed paths with, the most dangerous ones weren't loud or obviously cruel. They were the ones who genuinely believed they were good. They'd rewrite every story, every situation to where they were the victim. They'd escape every single consequence. They never ever take accountability. In their mind, they never hurt anybody. Yet, somehow, some way, everyone else was to blame.
So I'm saying if she has these qualities, don't commit to her, because you are going to have many problems multiplying. If you attach your future to disorder, do not be surprised when it drags you into financial ruin, emotional instability, or life-altering consequences. True confidence requires restraint. True strength requires self-control. True femininity carries responsibility, not rebellion. And true masculinity protects its future by choosing wisely. If this video brought clarity, then I did my job.
Hey, if you made it this far in the video and you didn't hit that subscribe button, why not? This somebody grandma. This somebody auntie. Don't be like that. Don't be disrespectful. Hit that subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. Y'all hit that like button. Get down in that comment section. Hit that notification bell. And tell a friend and tell a family member if they ever need a daily dose of some vibes, you can come get it from over here. And until next time, I'll holla.